Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're diving deep into a cyber fraud case that's honestly quite alarming.
It really is. It highlights some sophisticated new tactics scammers are using now.
Exactly. And our source for this is excerpts from a DTRU's content account, which it details a very specific and really impactful incident.
Right. Our mission today, essentially, is to unpack the anatomy of this digital arrest scam.
Okay.
We'll look at the psychological games, the specific tech they used,
Yeah.
and importantly, what this case tells us about how online fraud is changing. Especially useful, we hope, for you, our listener, if you want to be genuinely informed about these modern threats.
Okay, let's get into the story. It centers on Niru, a 62-year-old retired school teacher living in Vasant, Kunj, Delhi. Back in August 2024, she became a victim of this scam. And the amount, it's staggering. She lost 77 lakh.
77 lakh. It's devastating. A life savings, likely.
Absolutely. And how did it start? So innocently. She was just online, searching for her regular medication, sleeping pills, neurological meds.
Just a normal online search, something millions of people do every day.
Exactly. But that seemingly simple act, that search, that's what led her right into the trap they'd set.
Okay, so the hook was baited. What happened next?
This is where it gets, really quite cunning. She gets a phone call. A man claiming he's an officer from the Narcotics Control Bureau, the NCB.
So, immediate authority figure. Intimidating.
Right. And he doesn't just introduce himself. He accuses her, directly says she's bought illegal drugs.
Yeah.
And then threatens her with an arrest warrant. Imagine that call out of the blue.
Wow. I mean, the pressure there is immense, instantly, and the fear, especially for someone living alone.
She was terrified, naturally.
And that's the core of the stage, isn't it? Create overwhelming fear and confusion?
Yes. And then the solution. He demanded she, quote, verify her identity by making bank transfers to prove her innocence, supposedly.
Ah, there it is. Classic scammer move. Create urgency, create panic, then present a way out that involves sending money. It short-circuits rational thinking.
Precisely. And under all that duress, Niru transferred 3 lakh, spread across multiple accounts.
Just like that, the first hit.
Yeah. But it wasn't over. Far from it. 10 days later, another call.
Okay, what now? More threats.
No, this time it was different. Another man, also claiming NCB. But he played the good cop.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop routine.
Exactly. He presented himself as someone on her side, someone willing to help her sort out this terrible mistake.
So after the initial shock and fear tactic, they switched to building trust. That's quite a sophisticated psychological maneuver.
It really is. And to make himself seem credible, this good cop did something quite clever.
What was that?
He transferred 20,000 euro back into her account.
Oh, wow. So like a gesture of goodwill to prove he was legitimate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It solidified his credibility in her mind.
Yeah.
Made her think, okay, this guy's really trying to help me.
She's vulnerable, scared, and now someone seems to be offering a lifeline and even giving back a bit of money. It lowers her guard completely.
Totally. And then came the critical move, the real trap.
Okay.
He asked for a video call on WhatsApp.
A video call. Why?
During the call, 4 people appeared on screen, 4 supposed officials.
Right, making it look even more official, more intimidating, perhaps.
And then they instructed her to do something specific. Share her phone screen while she opened her bank account app.
Ah, the screen share. That's the technical key, isn't it?
It seems so.
Because screen sharing on a video call, it's not just them seeing your screen sometimes. Depending on the app and permissions, it can give them remote access.
Really? So they could potentially control things?
Potentially, yes. Or at the very least, see everything you're doing. See your balances, your account details, maybe even capture login info or OTPs if you're not careful. It blends that psychological trickery with direct digital access to her finances.
And the result was devastating. What followed was just a rapid series of debits. 5 lakh here, 10 lakh there.
Oh, man. Just draining it.
Incredibly quickly. Her entire savings, 77 lakh, gone.
Just gone. While she's on this video call, thinking she's proving her innocence.
Yes. And of course, once the accounts were empty, she tried calling the good cop back.
Let me guess. Phone switched off.
Predictably, phone switched off. End of contact.
That's the chilling part, isn't it? The cold calculation. Get the money, cut ties, disappear, leave the victim completely stranded.
Absolutely awful. So Niru, understandably distraught, filed a complaint. This was September 24th, 2024.
Where did you report it?
To the IFS GO unit. That's the Intelligence Fusion and Strategic Operations Unit of Delhi Police's Special Cell. They handle complex cybercrime.
Okay, so a specialized unit. That's good.
Yes. And the investigation, led by ACP Manoj Kumar and SI Karamveer, well, took months. They had to track all these complex digital footprints.
I can imagine. Transaction trails, IP addresses, burner phones, probably. It's a massive task. These groups are good at covering their tracks.
It sounds like it. But the police were persistent. They finally made their first arrest on June 24th, 2025. A man named Akhilesh, caught in Mukherjee Nagar.
Right. So nearly a year later, it really shows the painstaking effort involved for law enforcement. It's not like TV where it's solved in an hour.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And that was just the start. They then carried out raids in Haryana, in Punjab, and also in Rajasthan, in Deeg.
Following the leads?
And they arrested more members of the group. Amjad, he was the good cop.
Him.
His brother-in-law, Shahid, a friend, Shakil, and Hamid, the guy who played the first bad cop, the one who made the initial threatening call.
So they rounded up the core group involved in Neeru's case.
It seems so. And according to the police reports, the group admitted everything.
What did they admit to specifically?
They confessed to manipulating her using the threats, the emotional pressure, the fake authority.
The whole playbook.
And specifically using the screen sharing during that staged video call to get the money, all while impersonating NCB officers.
So a full confession confirming that multi-layered approach, social engineering combined with the tech exploit.
Exactly. But what about Neeru? What's the situation for her now?
Has she recovered any of the money?
Well, so far she's only gotten 3 lakh back, that initial amount she transferred.
Only 3 lakh out of 77 lakh lost. That's still a huge loss.
It is. Authorities have apparently frozen several other bank accounts linked to this syndicate, and those are still under investigation. So maybe more could be recovered, but it's uncertain.
It often is, unfortunately. Tracking and recovering laundered cybercrime funds is incredibly difficult.
And here's something else the police found, something quite disturbing.
What's that?
On the mobile phones they recovered from the accused, they found evidence of sextortion involving other victims.
So this wasn't just a one-trick pony group.
Apparently not. That side of things is now under further investigation, too.
That's a really important detail. It connects the specific digital arrest scam to a potentially wider network of cybercrime. These groups often don't just stick to one type of fraud.
Right.
They adapt. They might do romance scams, investment fraud, sextortion, these fake official scams. Whatever they think will work. It shows they're versatile, adaptable criminal enterprises.
It really paints a picture of a diversified criminal operation.
Absolutely. They're exploiting various vulnerabilities using different methods.
So, stepping back, this whole deep dive into the digital arrest scam, what does it really show us?
Well, for me, it powerfully illustrates how scammers blend old-school tactics, fear, authority, trust manipulation.
Yeah, the psychological stuff.
With modern technology, like
Yeah.
screen sharing in this case. It's a potent combination.
It really drives home that warning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Any demand that seems official, especially if it involves urgent action or sending money.
Requires extreme skepticism. Full stop. Always verify independently. Hang up. Call the organization back using a number you find yourself, not one they give you.
Never rely on the caller's information alone.
Never. And this case reveals something crucial, I think. The digital arrest scam isn't just about tricking someone with tech. It's fundamentally about psychological exploitation.
Using fear and then false trust to just bypass critical thinking.
Exactly. Which leads to a really important question for you, the listener. We live so much of our lives online now, right?
Mm-hmm. Increasingly so.
So how do we equip ourselves? And maybe just as importantly, how do we help our loved ones, maybe parents, grandparents, friends who are less tech savvy or perhaps just more trusting by nature?
How do we help them not just recognize these scams, but actually resist them? Because they're getting more personal, more sophisticated all the time.
That's the challenge, because as Neeru's story shows so tragically, the financial and the emotional damage these scams inflict, it can be absolutely devastating. It's something we all need to be thinking about.